Oh, okay. Wow, that joined instantly. I was about to take my sip and wait a few seconds, even though it's a fast internet connection. Sometimes you have to wait a little bit before it says go live, but that okay. Alrighty, welcome, hello, and welcome to tonight's fantastic Dino action. As you can see from the thumbnail and the title, I feel the need for unlicensed hearse. How are you going, Cut? Hopefully all is well. Nice to see you right from the beginning. Yeah, my daughter took a little bit to get to sleep, but we're here right now. The inspiration, well, painful inspiration. Today on my first break, I thought, oh, I'm gonna get in a game. It was against Abzan Greasefang. They had turn 3 Greasefang in game 1, game 2, cheating out a big vehicle. It was a very quick match, and I thought, oh, you know, I'm gonna play a second match on my first break. Usually it's 20 minutes. I thought, oh, maybe I can do it. It was another Abzan Greasefang. Game 1, turn 3 Greasefang. Game 2, turn 3 Greasefang. Similar to the first. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. In the back of my mind, the graveyard hate has been, you know, on the menu. Something I want to bring in, and with Greasefang being even more popular, although I still think it is best in best of 1. I'm seeing it quite a bit. Only playing best of 3. But of course, Graveyard Hate does hurt reanimation strategies, Atraxa, all that crazy stuff. Last night, facing off against that Atali deck, cheating out Atali, just playing stuff, the first non-land on the top of my deck, milling through or exiling lands and getting to something usually impactful, and then on the opponents, copying Atali. It was not very fun, I must say. So unlicensed hearse would hurt that. It would hurt Dimir rogues. We can exile and, you know, chip away at our own graveyard to turn off Dimir rogues if you have 8 or 10, something like that. But they get bonuses, so keeping our own graveyard low going to help out a little bit in that matchup, even though it's pretty good against Dimir rogues, especially starting off with shifting Ceratops. Don't have to worry about all those counter spells. Unlicensed hearse though, 4. That's it. I might bring in Deathgorge Scavenger. 2 green. When it enters the battlefield, you can exile a card, creature or non-creature. If it's a creature, you gain 2 life. If it's a non-creature, you get +1/+1 on the Deathgorge Scavenger. Now it is a 3/2. That +1/+1 does get its toughness to 3, surviving a ping from Marauding Raptor. Then hopefully you get to attack with it, exile another non-creature, and you're attacking with the Deathgorge at 5 power. That first turn it enters. Sometimes it's not enough, of course. It's not being able to interact with the graveyard at instant speed, which is really what you want to be doing with, you know, something like Unlicensed Hearse. Greasefang targets the vehicle. In response to them targeting that vehicle, you exile it, something else, maybe another vehicle they might have wanted to cheat out later on down the line. But even if it's, you know, not against a really graveyard heavy deck, of course there could be something playing lots of instants and sorceries, plenty of stuff still for Unlicensed Hearse to eat up. But yeah, 4 copies. I want to bring the pain to graveyard decks. I don't like 2 of most stuff. That's not enough to see it as consistently as I want to see it, but that's about it. Still some interaction with Domri. Anarch of Bolas, 4 copies staying in because it has felt and continues to feel so impactful. Taking out some big stuff, hopefully. Rampaging Frostodon has joined the mix in the sideboard, bringing the pain to Celestia Angels, which of course we don't see too much. At least I don't see Celestia Angels. Oh yes, Sammy, Dinos with Graveyard Hate. You feel the need for this vehicle. Going fast. Dinos sometimes can go fast, but the matches will go fast if we exile certain things. Sometimes that's all that's required. It's going to do the trick. Definitely. I want to see Unlicensed Hearse as much as possible. I'm going to have a lot of stuff maybe to exile from my own graveyard. Of course, the opponent is probably killing a lot of the things, as it usually happens. Fatal Push and Stomp and Fatal Push and those things. Plenty to eat on both sides. It's going to be good. Very good. It's going to shore up some of the painful matchups. Of course, Greasefang continues to be rough. You could have instant speed interaction for Greasefang, but if you just hit the graveyard, they're not going to be doing a whole lot. Of course, Abzan, you got to watch out. They'll sometimes just play Essica's Chariot and make a bunch of tokens. But if that's the best thing they can do, that's not so bad. I don't have to worry about Parhelion 2, and that is big. That's what I'm looking forward. Back to nature though, well, that continues to help against 5-color Enigmatic Incarnation. I did quite well on my second break today at work. I took him down nicely. It was a mythic player too. Lovely stuff. And then Rampaging Raptor, I had to do it at some point. Rampaging Frostodon, Rampaging Raptor, Raging, Rampaging, Rampage, whatever you want to call this, the Maximum Rampage. I kind of like Maximum Rampage dinos. I think there is other dinos named Rampaging Geoderm, yes. But he's not quite up to snuff, I think. This will be good if I want to go faster. Bring in this and this. Trim a little bit on the top. Lovely menace and chipping away whenever a creature enters the battlefield on either side, but hopefully it's against some sort of token strategy. Rakdos Sacrifice, Rampaging Frostodon can be quite painful. Other than that, everything is the same, so I say we jump into it. I get through as many matches as possible before, hopefully, my daughter, doesn't wake up. She did have a nap, so sometimes that goes well. I asked her if I could leave just so she gets used to waking up and seeing me gone if she knew I left. Just as she's falling asleep. Oh, can I leave? Oh, not yet. Can I leave? Oh, not yet. Okay, you can leave. Alright, instant keep right there. Bunch of lands, Drovers, Topiary Stomper. Should be a pretty good chance we see, something bigger and better. Certainly a little bit wacky, of course, seeing 3 of the 4 Drovers in the top 8. You never know what you're going to get. Of course, you can never plan, and you see some fantastic stuff that is made all the better because it's live. I love it. Seems to be maybe Dimir Rogues. Hard to say. Just a single Murpho. Mono Blue Mill. Well, this is rough. That dang Ruin Crab is our ruin. I may use the Shatterskull Smashing potentially, but of course I'd have to pay a lot for X. 2 red, X3 just to take out the crab. Oh, man, that is unfortunate. At the very least. Okay, so maybe it is Dimir Mill. More mill than rogues, perhaps. But yeah, Shifting Ceratops is going to fly right past Ruin Crab and Merfolk Windrobber with that protection from blue. Hopefully they don't mill it. Did they mill it? Okay. No. Oh, wow. They're getting us super close to shifting. They have... Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. You can't write this stuff. Absolute perfection. Hopefully they don't kill it. Of course, they are partially in black, so that might be happening. You have a dream. No longer be a thing. Hey, Sammy, I'm okay to face it. Usually, I can do pretty well with all the dinos that can't be countered or targeted. I expected some sort of stuff like that. But if people like Mill, go play Mill. It's not really super fun to play against, but, sometimes there's not a whole lot you can do. Turn 3 Shifting Ceratops was quite lovely. It does seem like we probably will get to training. Oh, double T-Rex. That's also good stuff. Of course, Gotta be Shatterskull Smashing here. We need 3 for Topiary Stomper and then 2 more for that Drover. Although I could attack with Drover and still have enough for Tyrannosaurus Rex, they may have counter spells and various things though. More fatal pushes, get as much ramp as possible, increase the chance of playing Tyrannosaurus Rex. Okay, well, they are tapped out, so at least we do still get to go with this, if all goes well. And both Drovers are surviving, and we don't draw another land. We could get the first. Oh, mostly tapped out. Source of Black, Fatal Push. Thoughtseize, hey, too bad we have 2. Woohoo. They're going to have to be swinging for the fences with this one. Yeah, well, that's why you use all 4. I wish I could use more. It's not so bad. We shouldn't... Well, we're down to 23. We shouldn't be quite dead. Oh, beautiful stuff. And we only have to tap 1 of the Drovers. Done. Dead. Good luck. I don't believe they can kill us. We'll take out the Ruined Crab so we stop potentially some of that ramp. Maybe they do have Fable Passage in hand. They want that to come down next turn. Something like that. But this is looking good. Hopefully, Sammy, I can get revenge on the mill decks for you. Oh, beautiful. Kind of similar to last night, how Tyrannosaurus Rex showed up nicely. I don't believe... No, they won't be able to pay that extra 4. They have to kill us this turn. Which it doesn't seem like they can. They only got 4. They'd have to play another creature, but we still have 3 turns. Hit us for 4, hit us for 4, and that would do it. Smack them with everything. Thieves Guild Enforcer, a little bit unfortunate. Of course, we're going to be bringing in that unlicensed hearse, like I was mentioning. Specifically, Dimir Rogues has increased in popularity, that's for sure. Oh my goodness. Drown in the lock, drown in the... all kinds of painful things. Now the Thieves Guild and some other thing has to block. Oh, they want to take it out completely, perhaps. They do have enough if they wanted to block with everything, but of course, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That's okay. We're not dead. We're not dead. We still got 16 cards in the hand. We ate up all that removal that they were packing, all those counter spells. Okay. Okay, that's good. Hopefully it's nothing too painful. Ooh. Ouch. My goodness. I don't think I have any other Tyrannosaurus Rexes, unfortunately. Hasty Shifting Ceratops might do the trick. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? Well, we'll see. We'll hope for the best. No counter spells, no nothing. Maybe a negate or something is coming up. Oh, well. You know, these things tend to happen. We're not dead yet. That's okay. Hasty Shifting for the win, perhaps. Oh, no, never mind. That is exactly lethal. Losing painfully to Dimir Rogue Mill. That, it sucks. Anything can happen. We had the stuff, packing a lot of pain, but they did go first. Did they go? Whichever, unlicensed hearse, we're going to turn off the bonus of Soaring Thought Thief and various other things. If an opponent has 8 or more cards, rogues you control get +1/+0. Draw a card, activate only if an opponent has 8 or more cards. So it's a 8 or more card thing. We'll eat their stuff, we'll eat our stuff, and possibly swing with an unlicensed hearse. Although we're going to have to keep in mind, if they have one Source of Black up, Could be a fatal push. Something painful like that. However, I still want all these big scary dinos that can't be countered. Domri, I mean, interaction with that stuff could be good. At least cut a Huntmaster, Domri, one Regisaur. Okay. Alright, let's see. At least one unlicensed hearse. Maybe a little bit explosive potential, enough lands, although the last game was pretty good. Oh, the beautiful. Absolutely. We're going to be doing something even through a Thoughtseize or two. Huntmaster, Topiary Stomper, hopefully something else for two. A Marauding Raptor would of course be lovely. Turn 2 Huntmaster, turn 3 Domri, make a source of red. Marauding Raptor for that single red. Oh, that never gets old for me. That is pretty fantastic right there. Of course, Castle Garenbrig, got to get that going. We need a forest, and we don't have a forest status. Hey, it's not a night without facing thieves, yeah. Seems like they're thieving, taking the wins away from us, but Thoughtseize. I'd be very surprised if I didn't face it at all in a night. Okay, well, it looks like they don't have a fatal push. Now the question becomes, well, they only have one. They could maybe kill something. Nah, it's got to be Rootbound. Well, no, Topiary Stomper. Topiary Stomper, get that forest. They don't have a counter for one, that's for sure. Of course, it would have been nice if Topiary Stomper was 2 in a green, just so we could go the second Huntmaster and then maybe play Topiary Stomper for 1 or something. This is looking good. We should see a nice payoff at some point. Oh, okay, good. Mill 2 lands. All right, increase the potential. Where's that shifting Ceratops? At the very least, again, Domri could come down, fight that Soaring Thought Thief. I'm going to be gunning for it. Oh, keep milling the lands. Oh, we lost a Carnage Torrent. We would have got a Carnage Torrent. However, we are going to get that Dirty Rotten Thief. I like that. Just take him out. Take him out. Don't ask questions. Get the job done. Play another Huntmaster. Get to swing for 2. Pretty nice. Domri doubles Huntmaster's power. That's pretty fantastic. That should buy us enough time, I hope, but my goodness, they certainly milled a whole lot of lands. We can play anything we draw at this point. Tranix Rex, another Topiary Stomper, which we will be getting to 7 lands, I hope. We got 3 untapped, able to pay that extra. I guess not able to pay that extra. Keep that Stomping Ground in hand, just in case, they want to go Thoughtseize. Now I'm saying it wrong all the time. Thoughtseize. Maybe they're worried about something nasty. I don't think they will have anything that would make us pay 2. Let's see. The most, maybe it's 1. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Drown in the lock, drown in the lock, drown in the... My goodness. Well, we gotta stick something. They can't have too many more drown in the locks. I'm just happy Huntmaster has continued to stick around. Hopefully we get something else. Certainly would have been nice if I had played that Stomping Ground earlier. Would have got to 7 that turn. Been able to start applying a bit more pressure with that Topiary Stomper. But the pressure with Carnage Torrent is real. You can't counter that. Hopefully no Ether Gust. We finally got it. They have to do something to Topiary or they die. Okay, that's, I mean, a wee bit painful, unfortunately. Beautiful. We can use Topiary Stomper to possibly block that Thieves Guild Enforcer. I like it. I want to see if they milled some unlicensed hearses. Oh, so we haven't seen our first unlicensed hearse, and it's getting close to half of the deck. Interesting. Wonder if Carnage Tyrant is going to be blocked by the Thieves Guild Enforcer. I have a hunch. Let's just get rid of it. We'll still deal a ton of damage, and that Wind Robber has to block Topiary Stomper. It sacrifices itself. They don't take damage, but we take out everything. We get them down to 1. Things are looking good. Boom. Dead. But yeah, I must say, seriously, 4 unlicensed hearse. 36 cards. Well over a third of the way. My, oh my. Crazy. Huh? Keep it like that. I definitely like, yeah, the Ward 4, the Hexproof, Carnage Tyrant. Huh. I'd be surprised if I didn't see even a single hearse this one. Wow. Stunning. At least we brought the pain to them once, though. Oh. We've had fantastic hands all throughout this match, and this one definitely, hopefully, is going to do the trick. I could see it doing that. Got to be a forest just in case, for whatever reason. Eventually, we want Castle Garenbrig to enter untapped. I don't have to worry about not having played a forest first. Just get the forest down, get it out of the way, and it won't accidentally enter untapped. Got to be Karplusan Forest, which is not a forest, but it is a forest. Counter or kill? We'll see if they use it on Marauding, and I imagine something bad is going to happen. It's okay. Alright. Drover the Mighty. Pretty good chance that Drover would die to something they have. Maybe another Fatal Push, or would just die next turn. They can't do much to unlicensed hearse. We get to somewhat turn them off. It would have been nice to go Drover, but I had not too many high hopes that it would survive. I'll at least go hearse, possibly buy ourselves a little bit of time here. Hearse in a castle. Interesting. Drops him down to 1. Oh, beautiful. That is exactly what I was hoping for. Yes. I was definitely thinking about that, but well, it worked out in my favor. Luckily, they're only going to be potentially milling 2 things. Oh, we would have taken so much damage there, but 2 a turn at the moment is definitely not so bad. We've got Carnage or T-Rex next turn, or Regis or Alpha. Take your pick. I don't care. We're going to be dropping a bomb coming up. That's the lovely part about having so many things. If you have enough ramp, it doesn't really matter a whole lot. Now, sadly, it does look like we'll be hit for 6. They put 1 thing into the graveyard. We're at 8. They mill 2 things, getting to 10, so they'll still be at 8 after Unlicensed Hearse exiles 2 things. Okay, that is good. That is good. And we'll get below 8, hopefully, coming up here when it comes back around to our turn. All right. Good old T-Rex. Get the job done. If they want to block with Thieves Guild Enforcer. Oh, they didn't do the math. Oh. Surprise. Gotcha. Block it. Hopefully they don't mill us at instant speed. They could. Make us discard or something. Oh, that is what it's all about. We keep Tyrannix Rex, we take out the Enforcer. They're feeling pretty bad at the moment. I'm just happy the hearse is working out. I faced a lot of Dimir. For whatever reason, I keep facing it. It seems, I don't know, it didn't really get a whole lot of new tools. If you guys know exactly why Dimir has had a resurgence, I guess, in popularity, let me know. I'm curious. Just keep exiling stuff. I'm not going to make the hearse a creature if I absolutely don't have to. If they were tapped out, you know, I don't have to worry about Fatal Push on the hearse. Maybe. But they have to pay at least, it's got to be probably 6. The T-Rex there. What are they doing? Hey, that's what you want to do. They're tapped out. Hearse will still kill him, I guess. I should have exited. Oh, whatever. That's alright. We can still do some good stuff. We'll still basically kill them. They can't do a whole lot. Regis or Alpha can crew the hearse to get them dead this way. Beautiful. There we go, Sammy. Revenge. Just for you and anybody else who has been hurt by that deck. Oh, that was good. Always lovely to start off with the namesake or the thumbnail sake that you brought in against something specific, and it does the trick. Ah, I see. The Amonkhet invasion. I haven't really actually, let's take a look at the Amonkhet invasion. I only really looked at Invasion of Ixalan and Invasion of Ikoria, of course, the two ones that get a dinosaur when you get to recast them. Now, I don't even know it off art, just because I probably looked at it in passing. Oh, okay. Okay. We'll get back right into the matches in a second here. I imagine I probably opened up at least a copy with all those packs. Amonkhet. A. Where's A? Ixalan, Alara. Maybe I didn't open up a single copy. Wow. I would be surprised. Okay. Not collected. Innistrad, Tarkir, Shannon. Oh, okay. Here it is. Right. Invasion of Amonkhet. Enters the battlefield. Each player mills stuff. Ooh. Yeah, that would line up quite nicely. Each opponent discards a card and you draw a card. That is pretty fantastic right there. I like it. Then when you get to recast it, the Lazotep Convert. You may have Lazotep Convert enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature card in a graveyard. Except it's a 4/4 black zombie in addition to its other colors and types. Oh. Yeah, mill something painful, do bad stuff to your opponent, and then make something big and nasty. Oh, okay. I do remember seeing this and thinking, oh, that would be pretty fantastic. I've never seen it used against me or anything like that. Huh. And it is uncommon, so of course it's not hard on the wildcard budget. Yeah, a scary new addition to anything mill related. At least we ran right over Dimir, Rogue, Mill with our unlicensed rampaging hearse. Oh, that could be very good. On the draw, well, usually always pretty painful, but a bunch of lands. Huntmaster, of course, lovely stuff. 2 Tyrannix Rexes, a little bit iffy. Seems like it might be indomitable creativity, though. Well, we'll try for Huntmaster. Maybe it draws out a counter spell, removal, whatever. Might mean we get to drop Domri safely next turn. Dead. Oh, okay, so it looks like Izzet, Gearhulk, Magma Opus. I expected Volcanic Spite or something removal wise. Okay. Hopefully you keep having some success. Hopefully this Domri survives so we get to go shifting next turn, possibly hasty if all goes well and we draw another land. But yeah, anything reanimator wise, that definitely seems like it would line up pretty nicely. I imagine reanimator stuff usually is part black, a little bit. Oh, doubling up on the Prismari command perhaps. Oh, okay, well, they can't counter anything, and we've got the hasty shifting to boot. Can't counter this, can't target this. Alright, we got a pretty good clock on them. Gearhulk can't block and anything. They have to deal with shifting with mono red removal. This could get scary. Castle Garenbrig next turn would get us to Tyrannix Rex. Total of 5 mana plus the castle. 5 mana with Domri there. Love it. Gonna flash in the Gearhulk and not be able to tap shifting. Oh, nuts. I wish I had a good creature that could just fly right past all of this stuff. It really would be good if I could play my possibly second Domri. Hopefully I draw land this turn. They're gonna tap 2 of them, unfortunately. No, you can't target it. No. Yeah, if I get another land, I'd have 3, be able to play the second Domri. Oh, are they not even going to take them out? Oh, okay, they do. Never mind. That makes sense. Well, it's not another land, unfortunately, but so they hit us for 9. 2 hits with the Gearhulk. They could hit us with all of Storm Giants, unfortunately. Question becomes, will we mostly be dead next turn? 7 with Hall of the Storm Giants, 5, 12, 6, no, not quite. Okay, shifting Ceratops it is. Let's go. Oh, 100%. Mill a bunch of stuff. Drown in the lock is very, very scary indeed. Man, that was painful. Of course, we saw it back to back to back. At least 2 in a row. It's annoying. But at least if you see so much in quick succession, you don't have to likely worry about anything else. There was one time I faced turn 1 Thoughtseize, then turn 2 they played 2 more. They didn't do a whole lot after that, but they're definitely holding back on those 2 goblins. Going to trade with Shifting Ceratops, so hopefully I get another land. Beautiful. Well, they're all tapped out. Regisaur it is. Maybe could have been good. Domri shifting to fight the Gearhulk, but I think I'll take this opportunity to possibly have all these bodies stay. Yeah, keep it like that. I almost attack with the token, forgetting that, of course, Torrential Gearhulk would block it. That would not have been good. We could go Tranix Rex next turn. Hopefully they've tapped out somewhat, done something. We're still pretty healthy at 15 though. Maybe digging for red removal, doubling up to take out Shifting Ceratops perhaps. They could have something that deals 4 damage, but I don't think it's super common. Oh, they're gonna do another Torrential Gearhulk, I think. Oh, that's painful. It's still not super painful. They don't have anything. Well, they could make treasure tokens with the goblins, I guess. Top deck another Shifting Ceratops hasty if both those goblins attack. Fly right past the Gearhulk, both Gearhulks, and both elemental tokens that they make. Oh, that would be ultimate revenge. The ultimate showcase of shifting. Good stuff. We're not quite dead. Oh, interesting. Huh. Hopefully those 2 treasure tokens don't cause us too much pain. We'll take out 1 elemental at the very least. We don't lose shifting, which is pretty nice. We're not dead yet. If we get another shifting, or just another... Okay, would Domri actually do it? Come to think of it. Maybe. Yeah. Oh well. I'm gonna try and hope they don't have a counter spell. I think it would be good to take out the Gearhulk that is untapped. I hope they don't use some damage-based removal on Domri to take him out. Oh, okay, good. I like that. They don't have removal. Maybe. Ah. Of course they do. That's alright. Token blocking Regisaur Alpha, and that's how she goes. They get early Gearhulks, Magma Opuses. However, there is something that I'm using tonight that hurts specific things in the graveyard. Unlicensed Hearse is hopefully going to do the trick. We're going to have to watch out for a Braid, and definitely going to have to watch out for Prismari Command, where one of its options, destroy target artifact. Maybe they get an early Magma Opus and we can play Unlicensed Hearse. At least if they try to destroy the Hearse, we'll exile stuff. The Opus, at least. And, of course, taking out instants and sorceries would maybe turn off Fiery Impulse, although, you know, they have so many, it's going to be pretty hard to keep sending stuff to the graveyard, unfortunately. But the Hearse is where it's at. Domri, well, kind of helped out. If they didn't have removal, we would have got the job done that previous game. Huntmaster, it is nice, but there is just probably too much removal. That hurts Huntmaster. I don't like it. Fiery Impulse there. even if they don't have a bunch of instants and sorceries. 2 damage, lining up with Huntmaster's 2 toughness, is pretty tough to come back from. Nope. Oh my goodness. Almost knocked over my coffee onto my... Oh, heart skipped a beat there. Knocked it over onto my phone, onto my keyboard. Almost. My goodness. Freak accident. Okay. Definitely nice to see a forest. Something that's an actual forest. Marauding next turn should be pretty good. Okay. We're rolling in it. Even if they take out Marauding, we get Domri, Topiary. If everything sticks around, we get Carnage Tarnt early. Not surprised. They're doing something to it. Maybe not. Maybe they have that Fiery Impulse, and it can only deal 2 damage. Marauding has 3. It would be nice to go Domri plus Marauding. Maybe they have a counter spell. We'll see. Could have tried to draw it out with that first Marauding. Paying 1. Ether Gust. You know what? Let's keep them on the top. I got Marauding, and that's going to be quite nice for aggression. Domri next turn. Topiary Stomper. Of course, we would lose Topiary to both pings from Marauding. A total of 4 damage. But Topiary would power up those guys quite nicely indeed. Maybe they keep countering it. They let it resolve something. This could be good. I would imagine maybe 1 Marauding is going down. But we got the land we were hoping for. We got nice power. A little bit. That's okay. No. Would have been nice if it was before combat, of course, replaying that Marauding. Make him 6 power. Ooh. Cross your fingers, everybody survives. Carnage Tarnt coming up. Tranix Rex if we draw another land. Oh. At the very least, maybe they take out 1 Marauding, we get to go Domri. Oh, nuts. Do you have a count? Oh. Yeah, it's got to be Tranix Rex. That's what I'm doing. Take 3. T-Rex. Go time. Hopefully they don't have another Ether Gust. They have to do something to Marauding or they're dead. One of the Maraudings. 16 damage with both pings. Both Marauding sitting at 4 power. 8 plus Tranix Rex is 8. Lethal. Absolutely. Lovely. You can't do that with a Mana Dork. Alright. I think Tranix Rex should probably lock things up. Even if they take out 1 Marauding. They're going to pay to... Yeah, okay. That's where it's at. Maybe you think you've locked yourself out if you're still well away from 7 lands. And you have 2 Marauding. Hey, for 2... you get a basic land, you get a rampant growth in dinosaurs, and you get 2 pings. Rampant growth and possibly 4 damage to the opponent for 2. Pretty sweet. Probably can keep things as is. Of course, Back to Nature may be taking out 2 Fable of the Mirror Breakers, Reflection of Kiki Jiki might be nice, but they might not get any early or that sort of thing. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. I was thinking about bringing in Huntmaster, but again, removal for 2, that's Fiery Impulse, maybe other stuff as well. But at the very least, if they have some impulses, we might be able to dodge it. We won't be able to win with that hand though. Definitely want to mulligan and dodge it. Tranix Rex, I mean, that was the finisher previously, although I kind of feel like playing it a little bit safer. Just in case, you know, they counter Topiary Stomper. I want to keep the ramping. Oh, well, you just never know. Okay. 3 Topiaries in the top 8. Almost played that Rockfall Vale, which would have entered tapped. Oh, Volcanic Spite. At least hopefully we will be able to play Topiary Stomper next turn. We made them pay 2. You know, they couldn't have cycled or discarded away that Magma Opus. Hopefully, possibly, that's what they're wanting to do. Let's just try for Topiary. You know, maybe they let it happen because they want to put that Magma Opus in the... Hey, okay. I get it. So we still wouldn't have been able to play anything that turn if we tried for Marauding or Drover or whatever it is. If we get a 4th land next turn, it's going to be very, very good. Okay, yeah, I'm taking that hit. Definitely. Good old Marauding for 2, Topiary for 2. They don't have anything in blue, so we still get to do this. I love it. That's okay. Still unfortunate I haven't seen an unlicensed hearse yet. It would be nice to start chipping away at their graveyard. Turn off future fiery impulses. If we draw another source of green next turn, we'd be at 6. We can go the other 2 Topiary Stompers that are in our hands, and that is going to be lovely for aggression. Oh, we got the Castle Garenbrig. Well, okay, hold on. We can make 6 with 5 lands, plus 7 Stomping Grounds. No, it's just going to be Topiary. If I was able to get a total of 8, I could have done Topiary, Drover the Mighty. But I'm liking the looks of this. Hopefully it does the trick. At the very least, they don't have a Magma Opus in their graveyard quite yet. Ooh. Topiary Stomper for the win. I hope. Hopiary Stomper, I guess, is what I could call it right about now. Maybe they take out 1 Topiary. Huh. They have a lot of good stuff in their hand that they can use. They only discarded that Prismari command. A lot of stuff they want. Can't make Mutavault a creature. We're going to block that. The 4 toughness could be very painful for them. They have a lot of stuff that deals 3, perhaps. The Volcanic Spite, Fiery Impulse, all doing 3. They have to potentially double up on removal just to take out 1 Topiary Stomper. I don't think that's what they want to be doing. The Goblin attacks you. I'll certainly block it. To make Mutavault a creature plus the Goblin, I block each of them, and you know, I take that creature, but I draw out removal on the Topiary that's going to be damaged from the creature. Okay. Certainly I'd like to take out the Goblin. Maybe I wouldn't. You know what, I'm going to take out the Goblin. Draw out what they're wanting to do. Oh, to Transmogrify, yeah. Indomitable create. Oh, yeah. Okay. We're not dead yet. Torrential Gearhulk is going to be a bit painful. I guess they'd tap the 2 Topiary Stompers, which are going to untap. Not a big deal. Finish off the 1 Topiary, 2 damage to us. Oh, prison. Oh, What am I thinking? They didn't even have a Magma Opus in their hand. Okay. I'm alright with that. Ugh, we're getting flooded, unfortunately. Where's Primal Might? Some spell that you can sink a bunch of stuff into. We're in a holding pattern, unfortunately. Phoenix Rex, anybody. A quarter of the way through the deck. Pretty good chance we should see at least one of the 8 big scary dinos. The 4 Carnage. They're getting two torrential Gearhulks. Well, that certainly does the trick, I would think. Ouch. But we're not quite dead yet. Shifting Ceratops, maybe. Somehow, some way. Tyrannosaurus Rex. We'll see what we draw next turn, but that's almost certainly over. Oh, absolutely unlucky. A big part of it is luck. If you can't handle that part of Magic the Gathering, it's gonna get pretty rough for you. I've seen anything and everything under the sun, and I'm still surprised. I drew months ago Carnage turned back to back to back, all 4 copies, wasn't able to play them, so that was extra painful. Yeah, can't win them all. You are guaranteed to lose some. You're going to win some. Your opponent is going to be mana screwed, mana starved, not going to draw much of anything. An instant concede, perhaps, just because they had previously bad games and then they just don't want to play for the one that you're matched up against them with. Is Mixon. I feel like it's something black related. Maybe mono red. Of course, mono red is quite painful. Very decent looking hand. Yeah. Seemed like I heard something outside. Odd. Yeah, that should work. Maybe it was just the wind, something banging against my window. I was caught off guard for a little bit there. Oh, okay, we're back at it. Yeah, soul partition. Kind of rough. Yorion bouncing things, doing classic Yorion stuff. Topiary Stomper, nice, stable ramp. We don't have to worry about them getting rid of a basic land. They might get rid of Domri, various removal. And let's get a little bit closer to Regisaur. Oh my goodness. We're getting spoiled with the Regisaurs. I'm going to try for Domri. I feel they don't have too many counter spells. Alright, this looks good. Hopefully Domri survives. We get Maybe another land next turn. We don't have to use his ramp for Regis or Alpha, and we can maybe fight some creature that they play. Oh, okay. What do we got going on? Classic Jeskai control, perhaps? Red, blue, and white. Well, if they do have a counterspell, we're going to be putting a stop to that. I imagine they'll do something to someone, unfortunately. But hey, we got 2 more, bringing up the rear. All kinds of haste action is about to happen, and I think that will do the trick. They're going to have a very rough time dealing with all this pressure, just attacking and smacking them right in the face. They sweep us, I don't care. At this point, we're looking good. Oh, nuts. I wish I had some more good stuff to continue to do. Unfortunately, we don't have Castle Garenbrig for the lovely T-Rex, but we'll just keep playing stuff and attacking and playing and attacking, and they're going to run out of sweepers. Do another one. Another Supreme Verdict. Agent of Treachery to steal Regis or Alpha. Of course, that is pretty painful, I must say. Yeah, I can go with that. Topiary Stomper to get us to 6 lands plus Domri next turn. We're going to fight that Regis or Alpha with Topiary. Get it out of the way. And then good old's Token flies in to smack him. Agent of Treachery, not so bad. I think they're getting a little bit flooded here. Bouncing Agent of Treachery, perhaps stealing the Domri, unfortunately. When they play Yorion. Painful. Hopefully we can drop Tyrannix Rex next turn. Maybe we just draw. Okay. That does suck. They got absolutely lucky seeing Agent of Treachery 2 and enough lands to play both of them. Oh, yeah. Not the funnest thing in the world, I will say. Oh, let me think. Definitely want Shifting Ceratops. That flies right past the Agent of Treacheries. Don't have to really worry about a whole lot there. Shifting Ceratops could potentially just, win the game. We hit once here. We hit again coming up. We'll take out one less Agent of Treachery that could be bounced, and they had to block to live anyways. We get another land next turn. We get T-Rex. Domri with Agent of Treachery can't fight Shifting. Can't target it with anything blue. They could play another Agent of Treachery, which I would be... Oh, we got him. Look at that, folks. Lovely. Beautiful stuff indeed. Play Shifting and win. But what do we got going on? It's Jeskai, ramp, something. Play painful stuff and even more painful stuff with this to steal your stuff. But we just smack them with our stuff and they can't do anything to Shifting. Counter spells potentially could be around, but they do have that white-based removal, this, Soul Partition, and maybe other stuff. It could be painful for Shifting. Certainly lots of stuff for Unlicensed Hearse to exile, but I don't think they have really anything reanimation-wise, especially similar to the Gearhulk. That's no. They could have a bunch of enchantments. It is Yorion. We didn't see a whole lot of that to start. It might just be Yorion putting it in, bouncing Agent of Treacheries, stealing all your lands, all your creatures. Rampage and Raptor? No, I guess they have Planeswalkers, potentially. with Domri, well, I think they're a little bit low on the counter spells. They saw shifting, which can't be countered, so maybe they'll move away from the counter spells, put them into the sideboard, and then bring in stuff that isn't a counter spell. Let's go with that Rampaging Raptor. Increase the potential for aggression here. Yeah, hopefully all you guys are doing as well as tonight seems to be going. Hopefully it continues. It's a little bit rough. We're on the draw, but we got 2 lands and 2 things for 2. Pretty good chance we'll get to Topiary Stomper here. At the very least, we'll draw out their removal. They did mulligan once, and we see that 3rd land. Beautiful. And a Castle Garenbrig, so we get to Carnage Tyrant, possibly. I'm going to play Drover if it survives. Of course, it is going to be much better. Come next turn, we'd be at 4 Huntmaster plus Topiary Stomper. That'd be so. Okay, wow. Okay, I'm surprised Drover lives, but thank you very much. This is about to get ugly. We get Topiary Stomper, we're at 4 lands. We've got the 5th land in hand. Even if they sweep us, Carnage Tyrant is coming down next turn. Possibly Hasty, if Huntmaster is still there. That's going to be scary. Oh, nuts. Make another token. Okay. You know what? You know what? Let's cancel that. Let's cancel that. I kind of feel good. Better. Going with the T-Rex instead. We might not have been able to go with Tyrannix Rex if they swept everything the following turn. We could attack with Carnage Tyrant. We'll see. Wandering Emperor can't do anything to T-Rex. Hey, that's okay by me. We lose a Huntmaster. Hey, Pterosaurus, how's it going? It's certainly going pretty well here. They gotta sweep this turn, I would think. If they don't sweep, they die. They can't target Tyrannix Rex. They only have 4. At the most, their removal that could... Oh yeah, never mind. Well, they take this turn off. We get a Time Walk, effectively. They're not doing anything else, which is lovely stuff. Yes, right when T-Rex comes out, it is good. I'm a little bit sad that I lose T-Rex, so maybe in that particular instance, it would have been better to go with Carnage Tyrant. Of course, this is going to be fantastic aggression. Shatterskull Smashing coming down. I'm going to pay the 3 life. Huntmaster for 2. Regisaur for 4. Beautiful. Still get to attack with that Drover of the Mighty. Maybe it dies to one of their things. Yeah, let's do it. Only one of the tokens can trade with one of the 3 3s. Interesting. We haven't seen even a source of blue yet. Maybe they're starved. Oh, a cheat 'em out. Jeskai, Luca, Transmogrify, get a Traxa. Oh, shoot. Could be problematic. Especially with a Traxa being an 8/8. If it was a 7/7, it might be tempted to trade with Carnage Tyrant. This is going a little bit downhill. Okay, now I know exactly what it is at least. Certainly, it did not seem to be this. But of course, Atraxa is very popular. Does make a whole lot of sense to attack? Probably not. So we're going to keep taking 8 a turn again and again and again. Atraxa certainly would trade with Carnage Tyrant. They'd gain 8. But we could deal quite a bit to them. Probably our best bet at this point. Just to swing with everything and do a sliver of damage. Unfortunately, don't have an Embercleave or anything like that. Of course, Embercleave in this particular moment, I mean, that would have been the all-star. Carnage Taunt, double strike, fly right through that 8/8 Atraxa. Huh. Atraxa did not block Carnage Taunt. Odd. That seems odd. I'll take it. That's what I expected to happen. Maybe they thought no, I didn't have anything in hand. Huh. Strange. Okay. If we get a shifting, we can permanently block Atraxa. Just buy time until we make a big enough board and maybe... Okay. It's a cheat 'em out deck. Alright. We know what they want to do, and I know what I want to do to them. Rampaging Raptor, I think, is definitely staying in. The mini questing beast. Whenever it deals combat damage to an opponent, deals that much damage to target planeswalker that player controls or battle that player protects. So that's going to be nice. Especially if we bring in Domri, potentially. Of course, Unlicensed Hearst, they're not really reanimating anything. They're just cheating it out, as Luca does with the -2. Exile a creature you control, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card with higher mana value. It is only big bombs with this. To exile a token, and the only thing they can grab is something I don't want to see. Well, we'll have to hope we go as fast as possible. We know what to target. Rampaging Frostodon, though. That stops life gain. That stops Atraxa. Let's go fast, like I was thinking. Shifting could be nice again. The Pro Blue. Don't have to worry about Atraxa too much. T-Rex would be nice, but it seems like they might somewhat have a easy enough time to pay the ward for. Certainly seems like they have enough lands. Galta, well, it's always tempting to keep Galta in. You know what? Let's get rid of Domri. I have a good feeling about this. Yeah, okay. Alright, I was tempted to keep in T-Rex, cutting something else, but we're on the play. Let's go as fast as possible. Slam the rampaging. Both rampaging. Maximum rampage is coming up for the opponent. Oh. Well, I mean, it is maximum rampage. Unfortunately, we don't have 2 more. 3 of each would be pretty oh. I'm not playing the crazy 18 lands. Okay, hey. We got something usable. Send Rampaging Frostodon to the bottom. It would be nice. Technically a little bit better. If Marauding survives that turn 2, this turn 3, we attack him for 8 damage. Lovely stuff right there. Painful. No land in the first 2. Yeah. Just survive 1 turn. Good buddy. You can do it. Oh, phew. Okay. We're off to the races here. If everything continues to survive, Regis or Alpha next turn. They're dead. Fable of the Mirror Breaker or Wedding Announcement. Let's go. Cross your fingers. Or just removal on rampaging. Do it. You know you want it. Well, what's going to happen? If they play anything that isn't removal, we might get them. Oh boy, I can't cross my fingers enough. Oh, Dave's okay. Well, still, rampaging is quite nice. Maybe it's another rampaging. Well, it's not another rampaging, but we will get to that Regis or Alpha next turn. Down to 8. And I forgot to power up Rampaging Raptor. That's how new of a dino it is. Maybe they got a counter spell here, so hopefully that's not the case. We're about to find out. Something's happening to someone, I bet. That's okay. I mean, it's not the best thing in the world, but, yeah. I could still eventually get to Regisaur, another Regisaur to make him soar. Yes. Oh my goodness. You cheat, and I don't have to cheat to win. The ultimate revenge right there. I knew. We're on the play. Our backs against the wall. Just bring in the cheap stuff that has haste. Attack, attack, attack. Exactly a scenario like I was hoping for. I was worried. Mulliganing. Trust in the dino to get her done. Yeah. Whew. I didn't even matter forgetting to activate rampaging that once. It would have taken him down to 2. Of course, 3 or less is pretty nice in range of at least 1 dinosaur token killing him. But we got her done. Oh, love it. Use Rampaging Raptor. Beautiful. Sometimes you will get to play Rampaging Raptor with the cost reduction of Huntmaster and Marauding. You might be able to go Marauding and Rampaging on turn 3. Now you wouldn't need 3 red for that. That could be difficult. Excuse me, to say the least. I do like a lot of green. You might have to tweak the red sources just to make that particular scenario happen a little bit more consistently. Yeah, turn 3, Marauding for 1, Rampaging Raptor for 2. Beautiful. Yeah, that can work. Bunch of lands. Certainly seeing Castle Garenbrig. See a forest. Maybe it's Mono Green Devotion. Of course, lovely stuff that they didn't get the elf. Wolf Willow. Okay. They kept a hand without an elf. Very interesting indeed. But of course, Mono Green not too interactive to begin with. We're going to be seeing Carnage Taunt, I bet. This is not so bad. Take down Kiora, if at all possible. That's not the greatest thing in the world. I imagine Old Growth Troll would attack us if I played Domri plus Marauding. Of course, I can only... Yeah, no, that's the best bet right here. Use up all available mana. If we lose Domri, you know what happens. Oh, I made a source of green. It's been a long time since I've done that. Usually it's green that I have to make. I'm so conditioned to it. It's often not red. Sometimes it's a source of green for Castle Garenbrig's ability. That's awkward. Yeah, at the very least, maybe we draw out that Old Growth Troll. The aggression certainly would have been supreme if we had not goofed up there. Storm the Festival. Huh. Double Nykthos. Storm the Festival. Oh, man, I've never seen this card before in my life. Well, we'll wait and see, if the hits are good. That's not too bad, a land. Or Wolf Willow Haven, I think it is. Oh, yes. Get rid of 2 cards. Good. Good, I like it. Oh, I don't think we're coming back from this. No. Replay the Storm of the Festival next turn. Okay. Mono Green Devotion. Somewhat painful, of course. Maybe Unlicensed Hearse is a little bit helpful. Could be very helpful. Come to think of it. Old Growth Troll, if it dies, or when it dies, If it's a creature, they return it to the battlefield. We can, in response to this trigger, I think while it's still in the graveyard, we get one window of opportunity to exile this. Boom. Take away their devotion and their ramp. Cavalier of Thorns, when it enters, reveal the top 5, put land, battlefield, rest into graveyard. When it dies, you can exile it, but they can put a card from the graveyard on the top. We wait until they do this, and then we exile that card plus something else. Plus we exile the Storm the Festivals. Yeah, I guess in a way, Unlicensed Hearse could be pretty darn helpful. Domri might be nice to fight stuff, but their stuff is big. I might not want to fight. That is the question. The conundrum. Well, Shifting Ceratops, definitely. I can see myself cutting that. This is nothing blue whatsoever. Rampaging Frostodon, we're going to go full speed ahead. Trim Domri. Trim Carnage Tart. Let's get her done. Rampaging Frostodon, possibly if we can get enough aggression and they still want to pop off, they may not be able to. They could be at 5, 6, 7 with the rampaging. They're going to take too many pings. They may not even be able to risk a Storm the Festival. Seems very doable. We got 2 lands, Drover, Hearse, lovely stuff. Definitely Topiary Stomper. Coming in, oh, 3 back-to-back T-Rexes. Hopefully. Of course, not a 4th one. Ouch. Another Dork coming up. Oof. Okay. Yeah, Marauding is nice, but of course, let's get that ramp going. Stable, a body. Another Sorcerer Red, just in case we need it for Rampaging Raptor, Marauding plus Rampaging, Huntmaster plus Marauding, that sort of thing. Even though Drover can tap for a red, add the sources of that quite nicely. Oof. Storm the Festival. Oh, okay. Utopia is pretty good. Hey, at least they didn't play the Storm the Festival. That's good. Not looking so good at the moment. Okie dokie. Marauding plus Rampaging Ferocidon. Nothing for Unlicensed Hearse to exile. We're not dead yet, but we probably are. Yeah. I'm not busting through that. No siree. Untapping Nykthos, tapping it again to 10. Who knows how much they would have made that turn. Cutter losses, mono green, has been usually pretty painful in the past. I've squeaked out some wins, but perhaps I should look at what might be the best thing that I could do against that. I was thinking 4 Galta, something explosive, something fragile, just because they don't interact. I might be able to get the chance to do something super powerful that normally would get interrupted. But do that powerful thing against Mono Green Devotion as a way to beat them. Punch right through with double strike stuff, Galta especially. 12/12 double strike trample would do the trick. Make a bunch of our stuff Death Touch also. A lot of it does have trample, so we only have to deal 1 damage to each creature that's blocking it, which is lethal. The rest flies right through. But Gundalf. I mean, technically, we got 2 lands and 2 Huntmasters. We could get some of them down. We see Yorion, though. Snorion again. Another Yorion deck. Interesting stuff. I'm going to try for something with... That's definitely better. Big time. There's no 2 sources of green for for Topiary here, but I think it's gonna do the trick. Thrabin Inspector, though, makes me wonder. Okay, Azorius, Yorion, Azorion, perhaps. Hopefully they don't counter this. Ugh. Hey, at least you confirmed they don't have a counter spell. Of course, it's probably a lot of permanence. That is what happens. We could potentially fight that Skyclave apparition with Domri down the line, of course. But the lovely thing with Marauding and them being tapped out, we get to go with the second one. Plus, Drover safely, confidently. I don't have to worry about, yes, the Sky Noodle doing anything. It is nice. They could have removed Marauding that turn. We would have also lost Drover. Okay, we're looking up. Maybe they have a counter spell. I would like to try for Domri. I think it's all but guaranteed we draw out something that they have. Probably. They definitely want to do something to this, but they might have been saving their mana for something else. But this is lovely stuff. We get to 3 for shifting. I like that. Power up Marauding quite nicely. Maybe they have Wandering Emperor, settle the wreckage, which of course they wouldn't use on Marauding, but we're going to draw out that Wandering Emperor. Okay, we drew her out. Imagine if they had, and probably had, other instant speed things, flash and whatnot. They would have done that and waited until we attacked for the Wandering Emperor. Oh. Double block Maraud? Not. Odd. Oh, first strike is good. Yeah, well, painful. Hopefully Domri is sticking around. I can maybe fight. I cannot fight. Skyclave Apparition. Man, they are just two Skyclave Apparitions in a deck. That is 80 cards. Hey, you can't win them all. And it certainly seems like we're not going to be busting through that. Nah, don't have a sweeper. We only interact with one thing at a time with Domri, unfortunately. But they got a lot of little things. We get a Rampaging Frostodon, and if it lives, we're going to be chipping away. Certainly, I imagine they would be targeting that pretty heavily. Does seem like they don't have a whole lot of counter spells, if any. Maybe they'll bring it in from the sideboard, perhaps. But we should get a good chance to resolve this. Some creatures, not a whole lot of creatures. Of course, we got to cut something somewhere. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. I think Rampaging could be a little bit more impactful than... Okay, I guess I have to be saying the whole thing now. There's multiple Rampaging. Rampaging Frostodon is going to be more impactful with all the little stuff that they have. Maybe. Or at least I don't have to mulligan. Could be very decent. Of course, nice to see that Sheltered Thicket to start, since they don't have any 1-drops. Pretty good chance to see something else for 2, something for 3. One of those Rampaging Frostodons would be nice to get maybe a hit and a couple pings when they have creatures enter the battlefield. Portable hole. I imagine there's a potential portable hole dealing with Marauding Raptor here. Have to do something. Okay. Alright, more lands, good stuff. We get to reduce our alpha eventually if Marauding survives, of course. Okay, well, maybe they bounce Marauding or something like that. Shatterskull Smashing. Well, come to think of it, that might take out some key things. I'm gonna hold off on that. Do a wee bit of damage. That might make all the difference down the line. Hopefully I don't... Okay, good. I was worried about another early Skyclave apparition. They only have one source of white. It's quite fantastic. Oh, not so great. Now. Yeah, Regis Alpha. Oh, wait, they said hello. They said hello. They have a counterspell ready and waiting for... So, well, we'll see. We'll see if they do. That's probably why they said hello. Censor. Change the equation. Hey, we drew something else out. I don't know about these two guys. Back in the heat. Keep another counterspell. Do it. Sweeper, maybe. Okay, okay. Did the Wandering Emperor come down from Marauding? We'll see. I think that could be the case. I want to hold back Marauding just to increase the chance of Tyrannix Rex next turn, maybe. But if they haven't killed stuff, Carnage Tyrant. Dig for that sweeper. Do it. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. Well, we got something. Of course, you can see Castle Garenbrig right there would have gotten the Carnage Tyrant. 2 more, which is lovely stuff indeed. Drover live. You can do it. Land coming up. Oh, there it is. Go time. Go time, folks. Top deck the castle and smack them. Tapped out. They couldn't have targeted T-Rex. Let's get a hit in. They can't target it now. They have to sweep. They only had 3. Beautiful. Oh, you were saying hello because he had a counterspell. Well, gotcha, buddy. Let's do a Carnage Tyrant. Let's make them feel even more pain. You can't counter this. You can't target this. Beat them up. If they don't have a sweeper next turn, they're dead. They have to block to live. We take out at least 1 creature here, or they can just pack it in. A little bit late to destroy that castle. We'll be at 6. We've already got the benefit of castle getting us 1 closer, being able to play the T-Rex. We've got 6. We can still play the other Carnage Tyrant, and that is untapped. So if I really wanted to, I could go for Huntmaster. I'm going to try for that. Might as well. I like this song. Nice, calm. Beating them up. Hello, hello. It felt justified to spam the hello a little bit there, especially because they got a little bit confident in themselves. Oh, I have 2. Field of Ruin and a blue source. I'm going to counter whatever you play. Okay. Well, I'm just going to bring the pain tenfold after that. Okay, so we know they have counter spells. We didn't see a whole lot of counter spells. I mean, change the equation. Carnage Tyrant and Tyrannix Rex changed the equation in our favor. Big time. Okay. Okay. Well, we've faced this kind of deck before. Rampaging Ferocidon doesn't seem like it's going to be too impactful, but I feel like Domri actually could be. If we can land it, maybe they're tapped out. We protect a future Regis or Alpha against their counter spells. Yes, yes. Funny stuff indeed. That's why I used the big scary dinos. At the very least, you get a reasonably favored matchup against decks like this. Nobody expects both. Packing the heat. Of course, send this Rockfall Vale off to the side. I don't want to mistakenly play it as my second land. Not be able to go Huntmaster or Drover. I'm just happy I at least gave them a little taste of their own medicine. Hopefully, Drover survives. 4 mana next turn. Huntmaster. Possibly a big scary dino after that. That's alright. That's alright. It's not the end of the world. Of course, it would be lovely stuff if we were on the play. You know, we would have gotten to play a bunch of those things. Now, Huntmaster does accelerate out potentially Regis or Alpha next turn. A little bit. Could be a little bit better. Maybe. If they did something to Huntmaster, we still would get to go Drover, Huntmaster. The other one in our hand. Beautiful stuff. Okay. Do I want to take out Archangel Elspeth? This is the first time I've seen her played, so I'm going to take a second to read what she does. They can make some soldiers with lifelink. Yeah. Put 2 counters on a creature. And it gains flying. Oh, that's not good. -6, return all non-land permanents with mana value of 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So they kind of do a little bit of graveyard stuff. Okay, okay. Well, Regis or Alpha, I think, makes the most sense. Bring the pain. Both things have to block if they want to keep doing stuff with the Elspeth. I don't like her. She seems scary enough that I want to focus that. Hopefully we draw a 5th land next turn if they sweep us here. Maybe they sweep us, make a token afterwards, and well, we'll still do some good stuff. Again, no land still means Huntmaster. Oh, they're sweeping. That's okay. 5th land. Actually, it would be Carnage Tyrant. There it is. I like it. You know what? They only have one thing. I want to keep applying the pressure to Elspeths. Again, that token has to block for Elspeth to live. We take a thing out. We know they don't have removal for 1. They don't have March of Otherworldly Light or anything else like that. Of course, March of Otherworldly Light, they can pay 1 white, target the token because it has a mana value of 0. It has been painful in the past. I don't expect this would draw out... Okay, well, hey, gain some life. We were getting a little bit low. Yeah, that's not too bad, I guess. Hasty Carnage Tyrant next turn should do the trick, of course. Oh. Yeah, we'll go with Carnage Tyrant just in case they do something to Regis or Alpha at a later date. Tyrannix Rex has that haste. Just hit him. Hit him. Yeah, you know what? We'll smack him with both stuff. Maybe Yorion blocks Regisaur, that's fine. Take out Elspeth. Okay, they really want to preserve her. Very interesting. Huh. Okay. Well, they don't have a sweeper. They didn't make a token, so we don't have to worry about that. Seems like maybe it was right to target this new planeswalker. Do something to Regisaur. I already got the benefit of it giving haste to Carney T. Oh boy, gee, I wonder what's going to happen. Could they have a sweeper? You know what? We're going to play it a little bit safe. We've got Tranix Rex whenever we need it. If it's a sweeper, well, it's a sweeper. Play out all this stuff. Take out Elspeth. Smack him in the face. If they sweep us next turn, that's the only thing they're doing. They can't sweep and play Yorion. They have to sweep this turn or else bad things are going to happen. Interesting. Okay, cross your fingers. This is getting ugly for them. Alright, let's see. How am I feeling? Carnage Tyrant scary, Drover scary. Do I want to hit them with everything and save T-Rex if they get a sweeper? Yorion, maybe trade with Regisaur. Carnage Tyrant fully connects. You know what, let's smack them with everything. If they still haven't swept next turn, T-Rex will do the trick. Yeah, so it wouldn't have been quite enough, even if Tranix Rex attacked. Connects for 8, they would have been down to 1 or 2. Swept next turn, we lose everything. Then we would have been hoping to recover. We'll see. Skyclave Apparition is not going to do the trick. Certainly not attacking with anything. Oh my goodness, folks. They're done. Hello, hello, hello. Can't counter anything. Got him. The ultimate revenge. Yes. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. Exile a Drover. I don't care. You have to block with everything. Oh, nuts. We lose Carnage Tyrant. I think we'll still get him. A little bit painful. We get a token with Skyclave Apparition, which is not nothing, and we don't lose the token. It's got 2 toughness, but we don't have Marauding Raptor out. Dig for that sweeper. Sack the clue. Have to dig for something. That might be it. Well, they played Spirited Companion, so they don't have a sweeper. Got him. Oh, there we go, folks. Play Carnage, play T-Rex, and absolutely decimate people like this. At least I can win against something. Gotta look at the silver linings. Boom, boom, boom. Woof. I love it. You can see the potential. If you can do that against decks like that, you have a chance. What time is it? That particular match felt like it took forever. Oh yeah, we definitely have at least time for one more. Okay. It's going to be hard to top that lovely example. Yes, good game. Okay. What was I checking? I was just about to check something. Yes. I'm pretty sure, that when somebody says hello, we'll send it back. That's definitely not going to do it. Well, it certainly is better. 2 lands, Huntmaster. Send Carnage Time to the bottom, just in case we don't get there. We're stuck a little bit. It would be nice to maybe play back-to-back Shifting Ceratopses. Ugh. I'm probably going to watch that back. I felt like I was pretty excited, but again, I watch it and I'm like, oh, I'm maintaining the same tone, which is not a bad thing. Definitely nice to see that 3rd land. Hopefully Drover survives, but this seems to be mono red battle stuff. That might not be good for Drover's longevity. Oh, he lives. I'm very surprised. Okay, keep getting the lands. Oh. You know what? We'll try for double Huntmaster. That could mean double shifting. Maximize that cost reduction. Oh boy. But still, somebody's probably going down. Even if it is Drover, we would play the 4th land next turn, still go shifting, haste with the Huntmasters. Do I want them to flip that? Do I care if they flip that? No. It's just a 3/3. Maybe they invest resources to... Oh, okay. We know what's what. Vampire something? Goblin Shapeshifter. Oh. Sloppy Pappy. Yeah, this person's name is Sloppy Pappy. It's nice to see Tyranic Rex again. At the very least, we got 4 lanes. We got shifting. Something that survives future sweepers, which I'm kind of surprised to see they started out with. Okay. That's it's probably going to do it for us. We're not coming back from that. They're going to copy the Glory Bringer, unfortunately. Oh, okay. Yeah, not... I guess the Lightning Bolt sleeve is somewhat uncommon. Of course, it is nice that it's animated like that. Hopefully we get a dinosaur one animated. Or at least a little dinosaur themed. Okay, mono red battles. Something like that. This is my first outing against this particular deck. Perhaps it's going to be more common. Ripjaw Raptor certainly seems like a fantastic thing. Keep it in mind, in the back of my mind, since I haven't used Ripjaw in quite some time. What do I want to do? Shifting, they're nothing blue related. So shifting, of course, could block that Glorybringer, but Glorybringer enters and they exert it, and it deals 4 damage to shifting anyways. So we lose it. Rampaging could be better. Seems like they play a lot of little creatures, potentially. Rampaging. Now, it might hurt us, but I think it could also hurt them quite a bit. Let's do it. Actually, you know what? No rampaging. It's something that also dies to Anger of the Gods. But definitely I want that rampaging raptor. 4 toughness could make all the difference, potentially. Yeah. Good workout. We got 2 sources of green, 2 lands untapped by turn 2. Oh, and a Rockfall Vale to boot. Okay, okay. Hopefully they don't have anything. Okay, good. Nothing that can do a bit of damage to Drover at instant speed for 1. Oh, Sammy, where I get the music? I'll link it for you guys after I finish here, but I subscribe to Monster Cat. Yeah, Huntmaster and Topiary Stomper I like. Yeah, I subscribe to Monster Cat Gold, a subscription service where you get to use tens of thousands of their electronic songs. You can download an MP3 or you can stream it right from their web player app, and then I can just curate a lovely playlist, add some songs, take away some songs, and just make it extra good. A nice little touch, I think. At the moment, this particular playlist that you're hearing is about 70 or so songs long, which is decent enough, I think. Hopefully this aggression does the trick, but of course there could be a sweeper coming up. Yeah, all my favorite songs that I used to listen to and a bunch of new electronic stuff. It really is one of my favorite additions that I made. Hopefully this drover survives. Of course, that anger to be expected. If we can get to that 7th land for Topiary, I mean, that's going to be pretty sweet. The Glory Bringer. Taking out... Okay. Not super bad, but we still want to be aggressive. That Tranix Rex, Carnage Tyrant, Rip of... Okay, Raptor. There's lots of Raptors. There's lots of things. We power up Drover, and that is exactly what I want to be doing. Yeah, take out that Goblin dude. Only has 3 power. Rampaging. That's 4 toughness. Alright. Hopefully that does the trick. Seems to be doing the trick. Go more aggressive against aggressive stuff. Certainly Chandra's taking out Rampaging Raptor, 100%. Cross our fingers we draw a second one. Or, well, that's not a second one, but at least they lose Chandra. That's not nothing. Could have taken them down to 3, but the ramp and the card advantage from Chandra is not a fun time. Yes, it definitely does, Sammy. Maybe there are other red battles, but we'll take a look at it. Invasion of Sweepers galore. Getting a little bit unfortunate there, but when it enters, discard a card if you do draw 2 cards, kind of similar to the second counter on you know what. Reflection of Kiki Jiki. Discard a card, create some elementals with haste. They get bigger. Okay, that's pretty decent, it seems. Huh. Regis or Alpha at the very least. They can't target a token. They have only colorless mana at this point, which should be pretty good. Glorybringer would have to block that. I don't know if they want to... Okay, this is good. We take out a Glorybringer. I like it. Hopefully that buys us some time. At the very least, we have something that is for toughness surviving the sweeper. But it is cool to see some of those other battles used. Oh, doubling up on the stomps. That's okay. Where's T-Rex or Carnage Tyrant when you need it? Sometimes you have Topiary. You know what? I'm just going to ramp. We could take out the Bone Crusher if Topiary blocks it. Okay. Guess maybe Chandra's taking out Domri. Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. I have some of the ones from D&D. Darth Adder. I used to use Lair of the Hydra a decent amount. Of course, Den of the Bugbear, you got to keep in mind, Marauding would kill the tokens that are made. I mean, it doesn't kill the 3/2 red goblin that Den of the Bugbear becomes. It's not like it leaves and then enters, but you would never get to keep those tokens. Kind of has made me shy away, at least from Den of the Bugbear there. But our back's against the wall. Getting a wee bit flooded, unfortunately. Well, up him a bit. We're certainly going to lose him to at least Bone Crusher Giant, but maybe that Den of the Bugbear with the token. Fee Fi Fo Fum, yes. Sammy, absolutely. Yes, yes, they do. They do. Well, I guess it's monochromatic. Chromatic red, I believe it is. So you have chromatic with any particular color. It means they can make mana of any color with Cascading Cataracts. Tap 5, tap this, 5 mana in any combination of colors, being able to play Golos, potentially. Certainly Domri is not going to win us the game. A little bit unfortunate there. Almost a third of the way through the deck, and we did not see a single Carnage Tyrant or a single Tyrannix Rex. Technically, math-wise, statistics-wise, we should have seen roughly 1 Carnage and 1 T-Rex. You got 4 things, you get through a quarter of the deck, you would roughly hope to see a quarter of the thing you brought. 4, 15. But of course there is any and all kinds of wacky variations. Certainly we've seen that tonight. That's for sure. You can't beat them all, but you can definitely beat Control quite nicely with this. Doesn't matter what you do, how well tuned it is, you will lose. That is a fact of life. But yeah, the manlands, we could look over the manlands a bit before we wrap things up here. Various other lands, if you guys have a suggestion, if you have a specific card you want to kind of have me filter through the lens of dinosaurs, I guess you could say. I'm just happy they fixed the bug on mobile. When you filtered by lands, it would only show the battles. Somebody goofed up there. They fell asleep at the keyboard when they were coding. But luckily, yes, I hit the land. I don't think it affected on computers. Actually, no, I think it did. I don't know. Either way, when I was on mobile, I hit the land filter and it showed battles. That was not so fun. Yeah, where is it? Lair of the Hydra? Yeah, I kind of like it, but it screwed me over. One too many times, unfortunately. Having to see it the first 2 lands. Rough stuff. If I don't see it the first 2 lands, it's razor thin sometimes. Maybe they've killed all the early accelerators. I get to, Castle Garenbrig. I've got 3 other lands. And I draw Lair of the Hydra. Or, I have a mixture of them. I have Lair of the Hydra already, but it's the 3rd land, and I draw it. Something like that. And it keeps me off of Carnage Tyrant on turn 4 or turn 5. I just I don't want to let it happen. Yes, yeah, I had to look that up as well, Sammy. It was painful. I'm happy they fixed it as fast as they did, but yeah, I guess 1 copy Lair of the Hydra can't hurt. There's very low chance you would see it early, but seeing it late, not doing a whole lot for me. I may need that key land. Maybe, I've played a bunch of stuff. I want to get to 5 lands plus Castle Garenbrig. Get a total of 7 for T-Rex here, which was very impactful tonight, as it often is. But if that 5th land plus Castle Garenbrig is Lair of the Hydra, no. At the very least, Shatterskull Smashing, which I did have to pay 3 life for a few times tonight. Have it enter untapped. I don't care if I'm paying 3 if it gets me to Carney T. Whoopee. I'll be dancing with glee as the winds become free. That's about it. Yeah, so usually that's why I shy away from that, shy away from Den of the Bugbear, marauding, making it painful. It's already sometimes painful with Huntmaster, but of course it's not nearly painful enough. There's the potential explosiveness with Huntmaster first, marauding, as always. Stack that cost reduction. That is just stunning. Often enough that gets to happen. Very rarely, I must say. You play marauding and then, oh, you draw a Huntmaster. Maybe they kill marauding. There's a good chance they do kill marauding. You know, it's your turn 2 play. Boom, removal on that. Next turn you draw a Huntmaster, which would have died, but you still get to play it safely. Happens that way often enough. Turn Timber Symbiosis, I've used that a little bit before. Nothing crazy. Of course, look at the top 7, possibly grab T-Rex, whatever it is. Topiary Stomper for 3, maybe that's the only creature, but Topiary coming down, getting us a land as well. Maybe turn Timber Symbiosis. Oh, we have 6 lands, plus Drover for the 7th mana we need to cast it. Boom, we go with this. We choose Topiary. It gets us to our 7th actual land, and it's a 7/7 Vigilance. Haste, maybe, with Regisaur Alpha. Oh, the animation card, Sammy. I'm just so happy that Carnage Taunt has that fantastic entrance where it just slams down, it roars in the face of everybody, especially that control player. Scare him a little bit. Make him shook. Yeah, it does the trick. Yeah, that's about it. Mutavault, I guess we could take a look at Mutavault. I used it a bit. I featured Mutavault. I scrolled right past it. I featured Mutavault months ago, I think. It did seem fantastic. Of course, maybe it might be nice to use it. The colorless mana that messed me up. It's razor thin. You have to keep in mind, if you've maximized cost reduction, that colorless will mess you up. But I was using Mutavault, I think, without Castle Garenbrig. We can turn that colorless from Mutavault into green mana if we use it for Castle Garenbrig's ability. Keep it in mind, but say you don't have Castle. You've got Huntmaster, turn 2. You go Marauding, turn 3 for 1. You have maybe a Mountain and Mutavault. Or maybe you have 2 Drovers. You got a Stomping Ground and a Mutavault. You can only play one of those Drovers, and then you're done for. A lot of times it is only colored mana. Topiary Stomper easily enough, reduced to only green, shifting, only green sometimes. Galta certainly can be fully reduced to only green. The sack lands? Oh yeah. Treasure Vault, I haven't used Treasure Vault Pterosaurus. I guess Treasure Vault kind of is a sack land as well. But speaking of sack lands, yes, I was thinking about that. Maybe a single treasure. I would treasure Treasure Vault because it was, or would be, so helpful. I think my favorite sack land, if that's the type of thing you're talking about, Sammy, though. Scavenger Grounds. It's a land, it's colorless. I don't really like colorless with Mutavault there. Same thing, but maybe it gets me ahead, something like that. And it brings the pain to graveyard stuff. Of course, Unlicensed Hearse, I think, is good enough to do that, but maybe, I have 1 or 2 Scavenger Grounds on the side. I did, months ago, use Scavenger Grounds quite a bit, I must say. But I think if I had to choose, that'd probably be my favorite. Maybe Blast Zone. If there's a lot of spirits, wherever Blast Zone is, somewhere here, Blast Zone, lovely stuff. Pop it immediately. Take out all those spirits that have a mana value of 1. Spectral Sailor, Mausoleum Wanderer, quite a few things. Or you pump it up to a second charge counter, you take out all the Supreme Phantoms, but it's a land. They cannot counter this. They can't do anything. Possibly they have Field of Ruin that might take out Blast Zone, but hopefully you have 3 mana. You could just respond to Field of Ruin, play around it easy enough. If you don't need it, you know, it's a land. It might get you that turn ahead potentially. But this, against stuff that counters, or Rakdos Sacrifice, Cad Oven, Cauldron Familiar, which is, you know the thing, the oven, the cat, that cycle of sacrificing and bringing it back. Take out all the ovens, don't have to worry about the cat too much. Oh yes, it would. Maybe if you had the choice to put a counter or not put a counter. If it didn't have a counter and you sacrificed it, take out all non-land permanents with a mana value of 0, meaning all tokens, all treasures, all blood tokens, food tokens, creature tokens. That would be nice. Which there is something. It's not a land. We'll keep going. You guys have suggestions, and this might spark something. You might want to bring in some nice tech potentially against something that's bringing you Ratchet. No? Artifact. So, Ratchet Bomb. Yeah, it's alright for 2, of course. Easy enough to play in any deck, of course. Enters the battlefield. You can tap to put a charge counter on it, or you pop Ratchet Bomb immediately. Sacrifice it, destroying each non-land permanent that's a token, effectively. It doesn't have charge counter, so it does, you know, what you're thinking if Blast Zone didn't have a charge counter. Yeah, it could be the right thing to help against certain stuff. Although if you want to take out stuff at 2, 3, it's going to take quite a few turns, to get enough charge counters to drop something. But yeah, I want to look at Treasure Vaults. Again, I gotta switch my emotes. I'm meaning to do that with my stream deck here. I'll get it sorted at one point. Treasure Vault. Where is Treasure Vault? Okay, here it is. Or possibly Treasure Map again. That was fantastic. It would be lovely. It did help power out some of the big scary dinos. I will revisit Treasure Map, you know, if you choose to add it in. It should work out quite nicely, as it did for me. But this XX, sacrifice to create X treasure tokens. I imagine you probably want X to be 3, a total of 6 mana, and leave yourself with at least 3 treasure tokens. Probably X for 2, total of 4 mana to make 2 treasure tokens might not be enough. Yeah, imagine it. At least 3 treasure tokens. Oh yes, definitely, Sammy. If you have suggestions, some of you guys have made some good ones. A dinosaur eating popcorn. If there's, a tense moment, I'm waiting on a sweeper from control. Cross my fingers. If they don't sweep us, we win. Then dinosaur eating some popcorn, like it's a nice moment. Something like that. A dinosaur holding a bag of nuts. That is a classic one. Nuts. I can't bust through mono green with all their bodies and stuff, but yeah, always open to suggestions. I can get my artist from Puerto Rico to whip something up. I support her nicely, pay for all the art straight up. Works out quite good. I get something custom, lovely for this, dinosaur themed, that sort of thing. Yeah, down the line. Don't have any plans to add any more, but of course those ones I did mention, I do have a little bit of a list. Yeah, I think I'll end it there. Dino with a gold medal, yes. Oh, okay. When I win in fantastic fashion, a dinosaur with a gold medal around its neck, that would be good. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to write that down. Before I forget. written down. Good stuff. Yeah. Okay. I think that'll do it for tonight. That was pretty good. Fantastic matches overall. Yes, very fun. Very fun indeed. Oh, it is pretty nice, I must say. Tyrannix Rex does the trick. Sometimes you don't get it done, but you see how you can get it done and how fantastic it can be. Good night, Sammy, Pterosaurus, anybody else watching right now, later on. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a good rest of your time zone. Peace.